Above and Beyond's Bristol to Paris cycle ride is back in 2017. I'm here at Ashton Court cheering on the fantastic riders who are starting their challenge today.
I'm Isaac Hayes and this is my son Ben, and he had an accident about 1.5 years ago, and he was in hospital for 2.5 weeks in the intensive care unit, and then he was transferred to the Bristol Children's Hospital for 3.5 months where he received rehabilitation. And it was absolute fantastic support and care that he had. It's such a fantastic way and something positive to do to help and support and raise funds for this fantastic unit and department. Because for what we receive, it's impossible to actually give back, but to try and little things that we can do like this and have a positive effect to help people that will come in after us is the least that we can do.
My motivation is I've really, as a nurse working within the oncology centre, I'm very aware of how much the Above and Beyond charity does for patients and their relatives. And I've always enjoyed a little bit of a challenge. I love trying out new things, and I thought, well, do you know what? Let's go for it and give it a bash. I'm looking forward to hopefully some nice French countryside, and I'm hoping for a nice coffee and a croissant at some point.
Oh, I'd say it's an absolutely phenomenal experience. Yes, you have to train through the winter and through the rain, but when you train with this many people, all doing it together, all pulling together, it's an amazing experience, which I realise I've said a lot. But we're doing it for a charity that's close to all of our hearts in Bristol, and we're so glad that we could be here today. When we first started, we had a fundraising target of 37,500, which was slightly daunting. As of yesterday, we were at 56,000, so we've really smashed the target. The firm have been incredibly supportive, as have all of our sponsors. If you'll see from the back of our shirts, we've done really well in getting a lot of corporate sponsors from a lot of our clients.
I cycled it last year with a broken arm, which was quite bizarre really. It was 3 weeks after I'd broken it, so I was cycling with it only in one position all the time. And I had to go on an old mountain bike because of the fact that I couldn't get down on my drops. So I'm doing it this year, hopefully, so that I won't be last all the time, because I was constantly the last person because I was on this big beast of a bike. But I had a fantastic time, I must admit, and it was. I thought I'd like to do it able-bodied and enjoy the whole thing again in 2017. Anybody can do it, but they need to do some training. The distance over the 4 days is very mellow after the first day. I think last year I experienced the first day was just really difficult, so I'm ready for it this time.
It was Jenny's fault. But no, we wanted to do a team event and something active and giving something back, so it seemed like the natural option to go ahead and put ourselves forward.
Chris. Chris basically did it last year and told us what an amazing charity it was and what an amazing experience it was, so he got 25 of us to do it.
I can't point at one person for that. It's entirely responsible for being here today.
It just seemed like a really good fun thing to do, and it would give us a chance to get a bit fit, and we all thought, oh yeah. And some people even seemed quite keen at the time. But yeah.
And it gives a great opportunity to raise, we'll probably between us all have raised more than £10,000, and that's quite a nice feeling to have contributed in that way.
It's good fun working in the hospital, but we're very aware that there are some things that we can't get the money for, and this rehab ward area is going to be fantastic, so that's why it's really important. We want to give something back.
Well, I'm really here to try and encourage everybody to sign up for next year's charity cycle ride, because next year this is going to be help supporting the work that we do on the fetal medicine unit. Specifically, we'll be using the funds to buy a high-end ultrasound machine. All of our work that we do at St Michael's is totally reliant on having an extremely sophisticated ultrasound machine, which gives us a window into the womb and enables us to examine babies whilst they're still inside mums, and also enables us to do quite difficult procedures to babies which are very poorly and often with life-threatening illnesses.